Welcome to the BLM Crisis Management Podcast. My name is Peter James. I'm a partner at BLM and head up the Safety, Health and Environment team in London. In this podcast, I'll be chatting with BLM partner Sally Hancock about what to expect following a serious incident at the workplace resulting in fatalities or catastrophic injuries. Sally, what will happen following a serious incident?
Well, Peter, the impact of a serious incident really is immeasurable and very far-reaching. In terms of immediate and potentially long-term, you're looking at interruption of production and trading within a business. There's potential exposure to damaging media and press interest, but there's also stress, concern and uncertainty throughout an organisation, right from senior management level to the shop floor. And that, combined with the potential of a prosecution and significant fine looming in the background, all of these factors can affect stability and ultimately put a business at risk. On a practical level, you can expect a business to be visited by the police shortly after a call to the emergency services is made, as well as the ambulance service attending. The police will secure the area and they may stop production and even close a business during investigations.
I suppose an example might be a large garden centre or builders' merchants closed to the public following an accident involving a forklift truck replacing stock, or perhaps a construction site closed following a fall from height or trench collapse.
That's right, yeah.
What other authorities will become involved?
Well, depending on the nature and impact of the incident, one or more regulatory bodies such as the Health and Safety Executive, local authority or fire service may then attend and conduct their own investigations.
And what will happen in the case of a fatality?
Well, the police will always retain primacy of an investigation where there's a fatality. If there's insufficient evidence to charge a duty holder with the offence of corporate or even gross negligence manslaughter, then primacy of the investigation will be handed to a regulatory body to consider whether there have been any breaches of health and safety legislation.
And here's a question I'm often asked. How long will the investigation take?
Well, yes, I'm asked that very often as well, Peter, and quite honestly, it's very difficult to predict. Police regularly retain primacy for many weeks or months, and it's sometimes years until a charging decision is made. In my experience, health and safety investigations are currently taking at least a year for a charging decision to be made, but that can often be more in complex matters. Businesses I work with are always surprised by how long the process can take.
And here's another question I'm asked. Is there anything I can do as the lawyer to speed up the process?
Not really, actually, no. We're very much in a reactive position rather than a proactive one, which I think you probably find as well, Peter.
I do. And what do you think businesses can do to put themselves in the best possible position following a serious incident?
Well, follow the crisis management plan if one is in place. But even if it's not in place, I would strongly recommend instructing a solicitor at the earliest possible stage to protect a business's interests in the future investigations and establish legal professional privilege. Also, this is a good time to start collating documentation and potential witness evidence. And I often find that obtaining digital photographs of the scene is often invaluable in these types of investigations. There's a real need for cooperation, but an approach to regulatory body investigations should be measured and the flow of evidence be controlled to protect businesses.
What can the BLM team do to assist organisations?
Well, we have a specialist team of qualified lawyers with extensive experience and knowledge of dealing with serious incidents. We also frequently manage the media and issue press statements where necessary on behalf of those clients. And we have an on-call facility, meaning a lawyer is available to speak to 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, meaning that we can attend an incident at very short notice. Ultimately, we're here to ensure a business's position is protected as much as it can be in these difficult circumstances.
Obviously, we hope this never happens to your business, but it's essential to be prepared for the worst. For further information concerning developing a crisis management plan, please contact the team. That now concludes our podcast. Thank you very much for joining me, Sally, and thank you very much for listening.